laugh out loud. You make those gorilla welds big, strong, and ugly. Shut up, dude. See what I mean? I knew you would be that guy. And yes, I do. But I knew you would be that guy. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. The second you were like, I've been a welder for 10 years, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's all I'm like, yeah, I knew that you would be the guy who would be like, you'd be the guy to come in and just bitch about it. Which is fair. I mean, that's totally fair. I have a friend who's a welder, and he's really good. He could do YouTube, but he just loves welding. He does it for the passion and YouTube for fun. Yeah. You good in the hood anytime, Andy. Your only black fan. Yeah, my only one. Had a bunch of people the other day. They're like, nah, there's at least 3 of us in here. That's funny. Yeah. I'm just good enough to make sure that the job is done, and just bad enough to make sure that people who are actually good can tell that I'm actually not. That's my skill level with welding. This is a crucible. We don't weld, we forge. Soldering is definitely a skill, despite my flux application. The fucking solder always beads up and rolls away. Well, that could just be the type of solder you're using, you know. Solder is not made equally. And you know, the worst fucking solder on planet Earth is solder which has flux in it. It's actually better to use external flux, at least in my experience. I don't know why we're talking about this, but $10 comes in from Patricia. It says, the relationship between rights and force is a fascinating debate. There are arguments that make your view true, but not complete. Nonetheless, it is a valid point of view. Yeah, it is. And there are arguments that make the view true. And I understand that there are arguments which can be made back that are hard to contend with. Arguments like seduction and various things like this. But I have counter arguments to those as well. Hurting Murphy for 5, thank you. Dane Snyder for 5. Down here in Alabama, we don't solder, we solder. Damn Yankee. She said, what a dick. What a dick. Come on, brother. Don't fight about the solder. Just flow like solder. We can all flow together. Debate, unalive, befriend, Vosh, Dilla Monkey Food. Shut up, dude. I can't. Come on. Thanks for the content. I hate how the founding fathers believe in the idea of natural rights. It's a very Catholic idea. You know, it really is. It's very Catholic. There's a lot of Catholics, though, who are Neoplatonists. There's a lot of Protestants who are Neoplatonists, too. It's a very bizarre relationship, and it's because of Aquinas, really. Wolfgang says for 20, Andrew, when are you going to visit DFW? I got some barbecue and ice cold one with your name on it. Here's to the grift. Visit what is DFW? The fuck is that? Why do you guys use acronyms? Like I'm supposed to know what all of them mean. But I would definitely love to have some barbecue and beer. Andrew, I'm struggling with the idea of free will. What's your best argument against biological determinism? As a Christian, I'm guessing you believe in free will. Well, biological determinism is a naturalism argument. It has all sorts of different holes in it. Not the least of which is it's in many ways an unfalsifiable claim. It's like, well, you were determined to do that, and you were determined to do that. Yeah, but I'm giving you an argument against determinism. Well, you were determined to give me the argument against determinism. And the easiest thing to point out with determinism is like, then nothing really means anything because it's all just determined, right? There's not really any point to debating. There's not really point to anything because it's just all fucking inputs, right? It's just all inputs and outputs. You're determined to do this. Now, you could be making more of a naturalist determinist argument rather than like a Calvinist determinism argument.